guys? My name is Doug. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the channel. I'm very happy to see you guys all here today. Thank you so much for stopping by and tuning in as we give our first reaction. I give my first reaction to Kehlani's latest album, It Was Good Until It Wasn't. Kehlani is a phenomenal artist. I'm a huge fan of her music. Ever since I heard her mixtape, Wish You Were Here, and her album, oh man, what's it called? Sweet, Sexy, Savage, something like that. Super huge fan of her music. I think she's got a lot of swagger. I think she's got a really cool, fun style. She's also got a tremendous voice, so much talent, great performer. So I'm just really excited to listen to an actual album from her. I know we also got a few mixtapes in between. I think we actually got just one, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's a video for that on the channel as well. So anyways, like I said, I'm excited to say the least. Very happy to be diving into some new music. How many tracks do we have here? 15. So, you know, this should be very interesting. I'm expecting some very cool songs on here. So, judging from her posts on Instagram, this is something she's very proud of. Yeah, I'm just expecting this to be really cool music. So, with that said, we're going to be jumping right into it. Before we do that, though, let me plug the Patreon. It is how I crowdfund all of the different segments, different ideas, different videos that you see me making, all the different styles and genres of videos that you see me making. It's also how I get better equipment for the channel. And so if that's a way that you want to support, that would be really cool. I'm super appreciative of all my patrons. This channel wouldn't be where it is right now without them. And so I just wanted to say, you know, personally, thank you all so much for your support. You can also subscribe to the channel, like and share the videos, drop comments, follow the social media, and I'm super appreciative of all of those different forms of supporting the channel as well. You guys have gotten me to over 15,000 subscribers in an amount of time that I would never have thought possible. So that's all thanks to you guys. I'm just super appreciative, and I want to make that clear in every single one of my videos. So with that said, let's just jump right into the music. The first track is Toxic, and yeah, this is It Was Good Until It Wasn't by Kehlani. This was that music video that she recorded when she got a little tipsy in her bedroom. Really great idea, and it's really cool the fact that an artist can just grab a cell phone, record themselves, and then edit their music video in like 2 or 3 hours and have it up, you know. And it was a fire music video, honestly. I mean, it was just fire. Well, I'm not gonna say anything other than that. That's gotta be Ty Dolla in the background, right? So fire. Yeah, it's a phenomenal song. I thoroughly enjoy the vibe to it. The music video, like I said, is great. I like that she put this one as the intro. It's a slower intro, you know, but this is gonna be a smooth album. That's the idea that I'm getting by her putting this as the first track. You know, it's gonna be one of those slower, more wavy, lay back and vibe albums. You know what I mean? So I'm hyped, man. She's just so great, you know, at this style. So yeah, man. Next track is Can I featuring Tory Lanez. That's so fire. It's a really cool feature from Tory Lanez. I will say this though, I don't think that he adds something to this track, you know, personally. If this track were a little bit shorter and didn't have his feature, I still think Kehlani held it down on her own, for sure. Phenomenal performances and really interesting flows, and the hook is really catchy. It's got a really cool instrumental to it. So I don't think that Tory Lanez necessarily added something special to the song, but I'm not mad at his feature at all. It's just a really smooth track. Track 3 is Bad News.
Count the ways that I stay down. Can't nobody tell me I stay with me, babe. Make you wanna give all that shit up.
Man.
Make you wanna spend that time shit up. Don't wanna give
Production's beautiful, man. Love those keys.
I know what you want, and all I want you to know is I'm here if no one else.
Slower tracks like this don't really lend themselves extremely well to first reactions. You don't get that very energetic, like hyped reaction out of us. But it's still phenomenal music, you know. It's still very beautiful singing, orchestration and arrangement, really cool little sweet piano keys playing in the background, a very smooth drum pattern. awesome vocal riffs going on in the background, a very passionate and emotional performance. Like everything about this is just really well executed, you know. So the lack of a very energetic reaction doesn't mean this is bad at all. Like I really enjoyed that. So you know, it's just one of those slower tracks, and it's a really cool vibe, man. The next track is Real Hot Girl Skit. So let's see what they got for us. It's 16 seconds long, so I'm gonna let it play into track 5 as well, which is Water.
I don't even think twice. This nigga run to this pussy so fast you would thought the motherfucking police was chasing after his ass, alright? He just wanna go buy me shit to pussy so motherfucking good, alright?
Classy. It's got a really cool bounce. Look, man, I don't want this video to get demonetized or anything like that, so chill. It's a really dope track, man, but we've got to keep this stuff PG-13, you know, because YouTube is really clamping down on the monetization, and so you got to be real careful what you say or what you put in one of these videos. So, I mean, that's a real hot track, some very spicy lyrics, and I don't want to get into that too much because, like I said, man, it's dangerous territory to be walking on when you're making these videos. So that's a fire track, though. Definitely be sure to listen to that. And there's a time and place for that one. You don't want to listen to that one on, like, I don't know, public transportation or anything like that. It'll get you real riled up at the wrong time. So don't do that to yourself. But do yourself a favor. Listen to this one when you're, you know, relaxing, laid back, and yeah. Change Your Life featuring Jhené Aiko. Let's go. Jhené's got the smoothest voice, man. It's so soft, you know? It's like butter. It's fire, man. I love hearing this combination, actually. They both have tremendous voices, but Jhené just has like a softer tone to her voice, you know, just a really cool soft touch to the track that she adds. And I think that combo is really great, having Jhené singing in the background during the chorus. And the chorus actually is really catchy. The production's really cool. So this is just a really smooth track with a really great feature. It's got a really like silky smooth vibe to it, man. That's just awesome. A really cool bounce to it. So yeah, that's a great song. It's good music. Belong to the Streets skit. This is gonna be Future.
We get it.
Hey, always have different niggas. Y'all got a problem with her always having a different nigga?
I mean, she make it our business by posting that shit everywhere.
Really quick, like 27-second long interlude. Yeah, not much to say about it. You know, it speaks for itself, really. Next track is Everybody Business, which makes sense given that it's coming right after that interlude.
You ain't never had to ask for
These 6/8 tracks are so smooth.
You ain't never have to pay me back. Can't make me feel bad for
I love this.
At my big old age, I can't be fake. Always running to know me from nothing.
This is so smooth. Love that one. That one made it onto my playlist. I love the fact that it's in 6/8. It's got a really cool swing to it. I love those guitars. Like a really bright feel to the song. You know, it's got like it's a slow track, but it has an upbeat kind of like feeling to it. It's got a bright, like happier feeling to it because of those guitars and the way that they sound. Her voice is just absolutely beautiful, and it's just a really good song. You know, so I think that I like the way that it feels. I like the way that it sounds. It's just really, really good. Hate the Club featuring Masego is next, or is it Masego? Those horns are so smooth, man.
Besides, you ain't the one to see. It's a Saturday shopping.
my favorite songs so far because of those horns, because of those really interesting plucked keys in the background. And the chorus is really catchy. Her performance is, top notch. It's what we've been getting throughout this entire project so far. That was kind of to be expected, but the actual instruments in this track are so different. The fact that they have the horns, the fact they have those really reverberant, muffled keys in the background that kind of sound like they're underwater. It's just a different vibe, and I like that she's given us these different sounds. It's all smooth, and it's all very sexy, and it's all very laid back and relaxing, but the sounds are different. Some songs have guitars, some songs have very laid back drums and up front in your face pianos. Some songs have horns with pianos all the way in the background. So it's this type of stuff that keeps us interested, you know what I mean? Really cool. Track 10 is Serial Lover. I too love cereals. I'm proud of myself for that one.
I think I should be single for a while. It's getting a little wild. My zone now, to stay in my zone now. Lord knows, love hard, fuck hard. Serial love, serial. So wild, Lord knows, my intentions are pure. I'm a heart, serial love, love hard, fuck harder. Serial.
Every day, dude. Every day, as soon as I start recording. It's not even the dog's fault, dude. His owner keeps him cooped up in the backyard like all day, doesn't take him for walks, doesn't play around with him. Like I never see them playing at all with him. So it's like, if you're a dog and you're cooped up all day, you're gonna bark, you're gonna be anxious and stuff. So I blame the owners, man. This one's got like a really cool special bounce to it because of those guitars. I like that they cut the guitars out though later on in the track. It kind of gives us almost like a little switch up, like a little bit of a vibe change actually. It goes almost into a little bit more of a hip hop feel without those guitars, focusing more on the 808 and on the bass line. I think it's a really cool track. Definitely like the smoothness to her delivery. It's not exactly very energetic. It's very laid back. It's very like in her lower registers. And so I just think that that's really smooth. Next track is F and MU.
I swear it's like we do this all the time now. That shit be turning me on, I can't get hard to ignore me. Got the attitude and put it on. I love you in the bedroom. To mess up the sheets, yeah. You be running back once we let it go. Yeah, you know the drill. Damn, it's been enough. See when you get it like that. Ain't no cat.
Yeah, this one's all about how much better the sex is when they're angry at each other. And so they stay making each other mad. I don't think that that's very healthy. I don't think it's a very sane thing to do, but that's what the song is about. And it's okay. It's a good song. 2 minutes long. It's nice and quick. It's not my favorite. This is probably one of those ones that probably could have been left off maybe, but it's all right. I'm not mad at it. Can You Blame Me featuring Lucky Day is next.
My safe haven. Rather go at it than let me sleep alone. Rather call you out than no one call my phone. I got a weakness, oh no. You try me, can't get enough of you. Right, playing games with a hairstyle. Who else can I confide in? No one. You decided to show up. Rather say it all to your face. I'd rather we act like.
In this one, she's talking to this person that she's in love with, and she's saying that even when they drive her crazy, even when they make her mad, even when they're arguing, she'd still rather be with them than to be alone. She's still appreciative of the fact that she has that person that she loves through all the hard times, because it's better than not having them at all. And so it's an interesting take. It's an interesting perspective to look at it. Definitely an optimistic approach, I think. And some people would say that this is like, it's an abusive relationship because this person mistreats her and she still wants to be with them, but I don't think that's what she's saying. She's talking about a regular relationship where people argue sometimes and people get upset sometimes and people have to call each other out on something sometimes in order to make each other better as people and also better themselves for the other person. It's a normal thing to argue sometimes in a relationship. Nothing about it sounds abusive necessarily. So this sounds like a very appreciative, loving person who cares for somebody despite all of the trouble that they go through together sometimes. And it's a nice track, and I really enjoy the feature too, so that's a good one. Next track is Grieving, featuring James Blake.
Gotta beg for it. I get my sweat and tears, then my blood for it. Now all All I want is peace and quiet, for peace of mind, yeah. Keep some time for the option was to stand by, grieving.
This is easy to get lost in.
And pretend you could weep.
This is crazy.
No one deserves give.
Very interesting, like darker kind of track, very different, experimental. Clearly featuring James Blake, it's going to have something along the lines of like a weirder sound to it. But I think that they fit really well together on this song. And James Blake definitely fits with this track. And she did a good job of either picking this beat and having him on it, or he had this song and he decided to have her feature on it and gave it to her. But either way, they meshed really, really well. And it's got a really nice, like, crazy, easy to dive into vibe. You know what I mean? Like, it's very easy to get lost in this production and in this sound. So that's a great song. Next track is Open, Passionate.
Trying to upstate me, how am I know what to do? Wanna shoot your shot and load the clip up. Are you scared to lose your brain and get open to be open? Is the land you see me through just way too focused? Or do you got me way too open and you wanna confide in? Then we hear side.
This is the better half.
All your eyes in the mirror.
This is great. Passionate's definitely the better half of this track. Open is cool, and it's got that like kind of poppy R&B sound that we kind of expect from Kehlani, but Passionate's got that bounce to it, that swing to it, those really sexy guitars in the background, man. Her swagger and her performance, it's one of those tracks that gets you going a little bit, so I like that one a lot. The last track is Lexi's outro, so let's get to it.
And when they do it every day, it turn to repetition. You will not catch me slipping. You will not catch me, dang nigga, I answered. As bad as I wanna cancel it, I gotta have her back when she crying. Can't nobody hold me back no more.
She's killing it, man.
Look, and can't nobody hold me back no more. I niggas got a lot of growing to do. And you the oldest, you gotta be there to mold them into something bigger.
Killed her verse for that outro, man. Crazy stuff. Like really, genuinely very dope verse from, I'm assuming the woman's name is Lexi. Respect, man. That was a fire outro. This project is fire, man. It's just as good as I was expecting it to be. We got some really smooth vibes on here, but like I said, she managed to switch up some of the different instrumentals, different elements to the instrumentals to spice things up and keep us invested and interested in the actual tracks individually and not just as a general entire project. Lots of songs that we can come back to and vibe out to, lots of tracks that we can come and appreciate. Great features, really well put together, managed to keep it nice and concise and short. Just all of that is just really, really cool, man. So I'm very glad that Kehlani put out a project that she's proud of, and it's really good, and it's under 40 minutes long, so you should definitely give it a listen if you haven't, especially if you like this like slower kind of music to relax to. It's really dope. And yeah, man, I think it's a really great project. So very few tracks on here that I feel aren't memorable. So I like this one a lot. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about this project, in the comment section. Thank you all so much for all the support that you've shown to the channel so far. Be sure to support if you don't already, however you see fit. I'm very appreciative of all of it. And I will be back in another video very soon. Until then, stay safe. And as always, peace out.